Decorating for Christmas shouldn't cost a fortune or be overwhelming. I have 4 cheap and easy French country-inspired thrift flips that will have you running to the thrift store. For our first thrift flip, I'll be using a few thrifted silver goblets, some styrofoam, an old wreath, some berry picks, and antique gold rub and buff. If you have never used rub and buff before, this stuff is awesome and it is an easy way to change the color of just about anything. Rub and buff is a wax metallic finish you can use on metal, plastic, wood, glass, ceramic, and so much more. It's highly pigmented and you'll need very little to do the job. I'm using a tiny bit on the goblets to give them more of a gold color. I would suggest wearing gloves because it will stain your hands, and all you have to do is what the name suggests, just rub and buff. When it comes to getting the styrofoam the exact size as the goblets, I would suggest pressing the goblets into the styrofoam and then cutting them to size. And now I'm going to be deconstructing this old wreath. This is a great way to create individual picks for a centerpiece or even to use on another wreath instead of buying Christmas floral picks at the store. And once the wreath was deconstructed, I assembled the mini centerpieces. These are great to use on a tablescape, as place settings, on a buffet, or scatter them throughout your home, creating mini Christmas vignettes. This video is part of the Christmas DIY Challenge hosted by Heidi Sanbol DIY. I will leave her channel and the playlist in the description box. This second thrift flip involves a thrifted Delft planter, some decorative trees, and a bag of moss. I've had these mini trees in my Christmas stash for a few years and I knew they were the perfect size for this DIY. I'm removing one from its planter so I can make one large tree. I used some floral wire to secure the trees together, and then I hot glued the tree to the planter. When I think of French country decor, I think of simple, beautiful, and uncomplicated. This is what this mini tree looks like to me. I'm adding some paper around the tree to fill in the gap, and then I'm going to add the moss. This tree looks beautiful bare, but some mini mercury glass ornaments hung on the tree would also be stunning. Keeping with the simplicity of a French country Christmas, I'm using a beautiful thrifted bowl, some styrofoam, moss, and gold candles I found at the thrift store. I'm shaping the styrofoam to fit inside the bowl, and then I'm using a little hot glue to secure it.
I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around.
Once the styrofoam is secure, all I'm doing is pressing the candles into it.
Holiday, it's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I miss
To add some height and fill in the opening, I am using some brown paper.
everything but you. These are the good times with you.
And I decided to use the rest of the greenery on the wreath for the centerpiece.
That's gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about it.
Once the greenery was in place, I filled in the rest with moss.
Supposed to be making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, 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 la.
I will say, if you're going to create this thrift flip, be sure you don't leave the candles burning unattended. Some gold flameless candles would also look really great in the centerpiece.
I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree.
And for our last thrift flip, this will only take you about 2 minutes to create. I'm using a trophy cup I thrifted a few years ago, along with some brown paper, a few twigs of greenery, and some mercury glass ornaments. Once again, simple, uncomplicated, and beautiful.
Helpers, and it's us you wanna know. If you want a date under the mistletoe, we're Santa's little helpers, and we make all the toys, the trinkets for the girls and the trucks for the boys. We're Santa's little helpers, and we know every trick, 'cause we wrote the book on old Saint Nick. It's a foggy Christmas night, so Rudolph, shine your light. Santa's little helpers.
I hope these French country-inspired Christmas thrift flips inspire you to head to your local thrift store to find items to decorate for Christmas. When it comes to decorating for the holidays, I like to use what I have on hand or find what I want at the thrift store. On my channel, I do all things thrift. I like to do DIYs, thrift with me's, thrift hauls, thrift flips. I decorate with thrifted finds, and on occasion, I thrift for my subscribers. You can check out Heidi's channel and the playlist in the description box. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.